and aim at that green, but you know, just on the practice. I mean, practice, but not tee it up in a scorecard. I never saw this hole as a long par 3.
No,
it's not the widest fairway in the world down there, Nick.
Well, the final group at the...
And we're back. Beautiful 13th hole. Sun is out. That rain that we had the last couple of days looks like it's gone away, but from the back of the green, Colin Morikawa.
This is a putt that over the years has fooled a lot of people because it's sneakily uphill.
And it's fooled him as well to 14.
30 feet or so for Eagle here at 14.
For the second day in a row. Uphill, a little, breaking from his right.
And a pretty good effort too, Mark. That's just the tap-in birdie. We've had 3 eagles so far this week. Victor was one of them.
Imagine if you had to offer him, hey, you can play this in 5 strokes in 2 days. You think he'd jump at that?
Yeah, good point.
Only 7 guys went in the water today. That's actually quite impressive to you.
Yeah, you'd think more would have, wouldn't you?
That's actually 10%, but yeah, if you're all going for it, that's not such a bad number because it's right in play.
12 wins for Thomas, and Donnie, one has already come in Ohio, won the WGC event 2 years ago.
That's right. When his grandparents were there to see him win, it was a pretty emotional one.
Just get it to the back of the hole, and that was in.
I loved his comment earlier in the year where he said he wants to beat some people so badly that they want to quit golf. He's kind of wired to go at it.
Jeez.
Sounds like Nick Faldo in his day.
It's harsh. I was never that harsh.
You like to be mean.
I
say that in an endearing way.
I was all loving and caring.
To 14.
You taught me, that's for sure. I watched you win as Sam Burns needed a bit more oomph in that putt, but at 1990 I played with you in the last group at the Open and watched you go on to win in record style, and that helped me tremendously going forward. It really did.
Which day was that we played?
Streelman. Needs this par putt.
It's actually for bogey, Frank. He couldn't keep that chip shot from the right side on the green and then chipped to that point. Had a chance. Hard work in 5.
So now 3 back. That's the beauty of Muirfield Village. Just enough contour on these greens to get on the wrong side. And this one better be hit with a little bit of speed. So now it's Thomas at 14, Hovland at 13. Morikawa has slipped into 3rd place. As we go to the 15th.
And the new tee at this par 5.
They are actually on the forward tee. Jim played the new tee the first 2 rounds. It's still a daunting tee shot with a cross breeze.
Up the green monster at the green wall. They were getting stuck on the hill the first couple of days and having to go it with a full wood. Let's go back and have a look at that swing using the Konica Minolta swing vision camera. This is back off the first tee. So he takes it back shut. Watch the club face is pointed towards the ground, isn't it? A touch, but certainly it's towards the sky. And he's got incredibly strong arms. There's going to be quite a loop to this. How about those for some lines? Drop it down, and boy, does he clear out of the way. Contorts himself through the ball. He's, again, another incredibly fit man. If you see any of his YouTube fitness videos, so that's a tough move to do for a club golfer.
And then you have this move, which is just very standard and on beautiful lines, and he just busts it off the tee.
he just stands up and swipes it, doesn't he?
He just unwinds so fast, Nick.
Yeah.
And back to 14.
Oh, it looks like Justin Thomas is just taking the iron for safety.
He sent it yesterday, and he seemed not convinced of his choices in his post-round comments. He just said if he can get it down to 100 yards, he feels like he can get it within 10 feet.
Yes, I would agree with his abilities.
There's not really a great percentage to hit it on the green.
And he's 49 holes without a bogey. Still yet to make one. Only 2 players have ever gone 54 holes here without a bogey. Scott Hoke was one of those as we go to 15.
Here's the 3rd shot for Ian Poulter, who's at 10 under par, 4 off the lead.
Yeah, flags kind of back middle at 15. Nice and accessible. Used the oh, you're kidding me. That would never happen in the normal week.
To 14.
We put ourselves in that same spot yesterday. Great, right? Yep. Nothing special.
Nothing special, his caddy told him. I think they're all pretty special, Dottie.
I'm with you. This is sort of a template hole for a lot of Nicklaus designs, Ian. Shortest par 4 makes you think about strategy. Got a
Last place you can miss.
water cutting across the front.
Yeah, I agree, Dottie. Can't make them think. No.
No, he can't miss it high left. That is a real no-no.
And down breeze as well, Nick.
No chance.
So a par will be good there for Colin Morikawa at 14. Middle of the round here, 3rd day at the Workday Charity Open.
Big numbers. Maybe he's due for a long-winded day. It's 14 feet, not that long. But Poltz finds himself in the tie for 5th. Birdie's at 13 at 14. Let's go to 14.
Second for Streelman after the layup from the tee.
Seems like the wind is blowing as hard as it has all day right now. 107.
Perfect distance. Maybe just a little wind knocked down there to the right. Now Justin.
We talked about 100 yards, Ian. That's exactly what he's got.
Perfect number. And a good shot. He'd be a little disappointed that spun that much, but he's got an uphill putt, which is the opposite of what Colin Morikawa has for his chip over there left of the green. That would be a tough one. And take a look at the virtual, the eagle. 25 birdies, easiest par 4 on the course. And over there is Colin Morikawa. Just hit the 3-wood from the tee, around the 300 yards. And the difficulty here, the thick rough and down breeze.
Plus, if it all goes wrong, if he gets if it comes out flying, I mean, you've got to play well away down the length of the green, just in case. You can't go right at the flag because it could end up in the water.
Well, they have walked up there, both he and his caddy, and they're looking at a place that's long and right of the hole.
Yeah.
I heard him say to J.J. Jakovac, his caddy, it's the hit that tee shot. The last place you can miss it.
Yeah.
And he's right.
If he could land it just in the left corner of the green there, left of the flag, just on the front left corner.
This is not that dissimilar to a setup from the shot he had long at 12. That is excellent.
That's fantastic, and it's going to be 20 feet, so that really is a great shot.
Very well played. And as you said, Nick, hitting towards water.
Yeah,
a little extra stress. At 15.
It's Hovland from 269.
And just a shade over 240 to the front with the wind whistling across from the right.
That's going to be up on top of the bank, right on top of the bank.
Phil Mickelson finishing his round over at the 9th. 1 over for the day. Playing with Patrick Cantlay. As we go back to 15.
Oh, what a waste of a great drive. He was perfect on top of the hill. Took a bit of a wild swipe at that one as well.
And back at 9. Played.
Wow, the pause on the backswing.
I noticed that. Wow.
That's another new Phil Mickelson stroke.
A freeze frame on the back stroke.
Yeah, that's right.
74 for Phil. And back to 14.
Morikawa now 2 behind.
This is when he needs to show some grit and knock this one in. Will it in there?
A lot of players coming up short, aren't they, Dottie? They're very slow up the hill.
And there's your perfect description.
Yeah. We've seen it a lot, though, haven't we? They're just not used to 11.5 on the stimp. They're used to 13.
Yeah, but no excuse for Morikawa. This is his first time around here. He's never played before.
Yeah, and he has putted his best all season this week so
that's
far.
Right. I just think that it's an adjustment that has to be made every week. Some players do it better than others. And the real fright factor is really out of these greens right now. That extra 1.5 feet of extra rollout, just not there at this speed with these slopes.
Which has allowed them to have hole locations on more slope than previous times we've been here.
Totally agree, and I like this change. I like the look of it. I like the feel of it.
We talked about Victor Hovland earlier and how many miles he's done in his car going these 5 events. Kevin Streelman, when he first came out, he'd put 300,000 miles on an old car, playing mini tours. He used to just drive everywhere, try and play wherever he could till he made it here on tour, and now he's a 4-time winner out here.
I think it was 3 different cars too. Blocking up.
Wore 3 out, did he?
Yeah,
wore 3 out.
Yeah. 6 years he toiled in the mini tours.
And caddied back at in Scottsdale. Up ahead at 15.
And before Hovland steps in, we're going to go back to 14 first.
Chance for Thomas to get one further in front.
Yeah, a chance to get even more comfortable. That work he did with his dad is certainly paying off. It looks very polished on the greens.
Oh, yes. Dad Mike, a PGA professional, he was out here with the backpack and the golf bag. He tried to get it from his dad Mike. He said, no, I'm evened out. I'm doing okay here. But his dad Mike was a pretty good player. Played many tours, been his coach his whole life. Streelman had 2 wins on tour. I said 4 before, excuse me. Over at 15.
We're getting a full masterclass right now of this style of shot.
We're back live. Streelman on the tee at 15.
I guess it wasn't struck well. Obviously knows he's going to be struggling to reach in 2.
Up ahead on the green. Hovland for birdie.
And he did really well to get it here. Had a horrid lie in the rough left of the green and to land it on such a small area was a masterclass in itself. typically known for his ball striking, he's had a handy week thus far on the greens. And Nick, this is the ultimate right-hander's look.
Yeah. It's pretty good textbook stuff. Let's just rock the shoulders. Watch that left shoulder go down and up. There you go. That's how you power it. Simple as that.
Wonderful down and two there, Mark.
Yeah.
He is looking all the part right now, and the smile is not leaving the face.
It seldom does. Let's go to 16.
Outside 30 feet for Poulter. There has only been 3 birdies at 16 so far today. One of the reasons why, that flag is on the left on the water side, and the breeze is going in the opposite direction. So Poulter's got to try and finish, though. He's played these last 3 holes, 16 through to 18, 2 over for the week. So get in the clubhouse.
Historic events that have taken place, as you look at our leaderboard, have taken place here. We showed you the Solheim Cup, the Ryder Cup. Nick can expand on that. And so many important things through the years here at Muirfield Village. President's Cup, of course, just a couple of years ago. U.S. Amateur as well. Let's go to 16.
And that was for 3 in a row. Just 17. So that was just the 4th birdie at 16. And should be a tie for 7th at the moment, alongside Gary Woodland and Matsuyama. As we go back to the 15th, par 5.
Yep, going to be some fun second shots to watch at this par 5. There it is between the tree lines.
It's a fraction, mainly in.
All Kevin Streelman can see back there is the very top of the flagstick. Can't see the layup zone at all. Can't even see the front of the green. 271 into the wind, uphill lie. It is very high and trying to cut toward the little opening.
Oh, just stopped right there in front of the green. And over to 16.
You can see the flag on the left, and the breeze should be left to right, Mark.
It is, and it's whistling. 168 is the must cover, and that's 9-iron.
You can see there with the Top Tracer, presented by Top Golf, how that's pushing the ball away from the flag.
That's famous, Frank, the big bounce on the 16th green.
To 15.
Morikawa.
He can't see much from over here either, but the lie's really not bad.
Just chopping it down to the lower fairway.
I know exactly. Yeah.
And now Thomas will be next.
Just 228 to the front.
Hopefully in a little on the right. Correct.
This is that 3-wood he was singing the praises of pretty hard. Let the wind knock it down. And it is way up in the air, too.
Ooh. What, he overcut it or what? Let's see. Oh, okay.
Well, it's safe, Jim. It didn't look safe on the
no, not at first.
The line.
Straightened out at the end. 16.
Seifert. Excuse me, Sam Burns.
That was pitching wedge, Frank. Spent a long time trying to pick the start line.
A long way away from the dance floor. If you listen closely, you can still hear the band. At the moment, it's playing.
And greatness strikes an 83rd time.
Third shot now at the 15th for Morikawa.
Breeze has settled right down. Got a 128. Going to play up about 4 from there.
Good lap.
All right. Settles 5 feet right of the cup. 16.
Hovland from the sand.
He's drawn a pretty lie, but you have to be brave to take it all the way to the flag, Frank.
Use the slope of the green and hope that it runs out. Just hovering around there. The one behind. To 17.
Well, we've seen some drives this week down at 17, haven't we? Phil Mickelson 390 on Thursday and Cam Champ 380 today. Let's see what Ian Poulter can do. Okay, not so bad. Just in that lightish rough.
Now, lengthy putt here for Sam Burns.
And that crest through the middle of the green to contend with makes reading speed difficult.
Ooh, the speed's perfect.
I'll tell you what.
Look at that.
All that power and some imagination and touch.
Hey, 12 under. Just throwing his hand in this game right now. To 15.
It'll be Streelman.
He's trying to get the ball back into play after it embedded at that upslope short of the green.
Dottie, you spoke earlier of those missed cuts he had before he was a runner-up at Hartford. He's had, one of those years where he's had 10 missed cuts in 17 tournaments, but twice a runner-up. So he's had some real high water marks and then some not so great weeks.
Yeah, he's had weeks where he's managed to get a bunch of FedEx Cup points and others where he's walked away with the bucket completely empty.
Second at Pebble Beach to go along with the one at Hartford.
And somehow has managed to get to 50th in the world through all that. Really just kind of a level, emotional sort of guy. Not a lot of highs and lows.
Well, he still looks it over. We get back to 16.
And Mark, if you had a look at this one.
I have. It should bleed to his right-hand side off that slope that Sam Burns just put over.
He's aiming left.
I feel like you can give it some speed.
Started breaking and it quit.
It's one of those rascal balls. Doesn't do what it told. So, right bunker catches another one. Bogey there as we go.
Speed that is.
Perfect weight. So tap in birdie on the way brings Streelman to 11 under and 1 under for the day. That's some great stats for the first 2 rounds coming in. Putting, strokes gained first, second in driving accuracy. Wasn't happy with his tee shot, but still able to take advantage of the 15th, where you come here expecting to make 4, try to figure out a way to make 4. There's been only 1-6 in the entire field today out of the 67 players who made the cut. Now an eagle try.
And a little bit of a left-hand turn at the beginning, but then it just kind of fights itself up the hill, doesn't do anything crazy. Whole location that's new.
This little tap in, Nick, he's now 6 under for the day. If he pars in, he would match the low round of the day by Gary Woodland and Ricky Fowler. So
he definitely looks the most comfortable, doesn't he? That's the bottom line. He looks, major champion. Lots of youngsters chasing him.
Morikawa to pull back into a tie for second with Hovland. Finally gets one back.
That much needed there.
Yes. Had that 3-over stretch through 4 holes. But the lead for Thomas is 3.
Watch the final round of the Workday Charity Open today on Golf.
We'll go to 17.
Ian Poulter here, just short of the green after that drive. We had 150 yards. And with this front hole location, very hard to get it close here today. Only 2 birdies. So they try and land it just on. And Ian came up just a fraction short. And beautifully played. They're the ones you're trying to hole, especially if you have a decent lie. So you'll tap that in, remain at 10 under par. Good showing for Poltz. They're hitting it a long way down there at 17 today. Let's head back to the par 3.
Once again, misgloving as Morikawa. First 2 days, there were 36 balls in the water. Today, just 1 as we go up ahead.
Victor Hovland drives it great, leading that category today and this week.
And likes to go to that little peeling fade. Watch out for the bunker down the left.
Oh, here's another one, Mark.
What bunkers?
Way over the hill.
These guys play a game with which I'm not familiar in. Incredible stuff.
Sabatini, the group ahead was 356 as well down there as we head back to 16.
Streelman, can he draw one towards that flag?
Trying.
No, that's fine there. It's so hard to go across that water, even with a short iron. Back at the beautiful 16th hole. That was redesigned several years ago. And Morikawa from the front. Putter this time.
The approaches are so perfect that I think it's a really good play, Frank. I know I didn't grow up on greens that were that good.
Oh, what happened?
It was a miss hit.
Sort of gone a little conservative the last hour and a half. Played beautifully for 3 days. Didn't miss a shot. Well bunkered. Flag the front day was back left. That was problematic. Even today, where it is, just because the breeze blows that ball towards the bunker where Justin Thomas is.
He's drawn an okay lie. Got the ball up and in for birdie at 7. Last time he was in a bunker. Throw this most of the way there with the wind in. It'll come down real soft.
Give it a little help with the right knee. I like that. That's super. Good bunker players. I like to just kick the knee in a little. And the trend too now to take the glove off. Sometimes you get a little bit better feel. That left hand doesn't feel like it's overpowering that shot. Exactly. I know Nick Faldo used to play those a little different years ago. Hickory.
I used to lift. If you have trouble getting the right angle of attack, lift your right heel off the ground.
Oh, I like that.
In the bunker, I used to do that. Get more weight on your left foot. Just lift your right, get your right shoulder up as well, which is very important in bunker shots, because you don't want to. You're not trying to help it up. Just thumbs to the sky and then just whack the sand. So just try that to help you get the better angle of attack.
Yeah, good tip there. Thumbs to the sky. Now, Streelman.
This is kind of a funky little read here because it's sitting right on a spine. I think is going to want to sling it to the right first.
There might be burn marks from Sam Burns on the green. Could he just hold this one, Dottie? Follow the track.
It's got the pace. And some.
It's one of those putts that look really good, and then you see how far past it finishes. So that coin will come out to 17.
Sam Burns up in the left rough here at the par 4.
And the hand has been forced. Just cannot do anything to traverse that hardwood tree and get directly to the green.
And he just chips it out to where the other long hitters have hit their drives. Hideki down there about 350, and we'll head back to 16 green.
Today, pars are difficult.
That's why this game drives us nuts, isn't it, Frank?
It's actually an important part.
Yeah, got a little momentum back at the last. Important to keep it. Such a good stroke.
Yeah, well done. Did not give the birdie away.
No, those hands were just so quiet.
Couple of solid swings the next couple of holes. 18 holes to go. Chance to win title number 2.
When you're not having a great day, it's that time you tell yourself, just 2 more good full swings. That's all I got to do.
It's so hard to put 4 rounds together. You know, can't expect to have like 4 rounds of 65 on a golf course of this magnitude. Difficult greens.
Well, there's always a spotty patch you have to work through, and it pretty much happens to everybody.
Good 2-putt. So Streelman will stay within a handful of shots of the lead. Be interesting. Somebody tomorrow posts early. Never know. Shoots that round in the mid-60s. But at the moment, Justin Thomas looks extremely good. Rhythm's good. Handled these conditions today extremely well. Very composed. To 17.
Sam Burns with his 3rd mark.
And he's a pretty high spin player. He can really nip these in. He's going to need it to get it somewhere close to this front hole location.
Only 3 birdies so far here today. Chase Seifert in the group ahead just made his birdie from 14 feet to go 9 under. And that will be left for par, though, after the poor drive. .356 for Victor Hovland.
Is that all?
It's amazing. It really is, this hole. It's when you look at it from back there on the back tee, you'd wonder how you'd ever get it over the hill. These guys are 50 yards over.
You're almost too close to the green over here, and the green's got a real sheen about it. Looks very firm down there. Now this from 107, the lob wedge.
Oh, what a shot from Victor Hovland. Spectacular shot. Aggressive play from the tee, a lob wedge from 107, and just 3 feet left for birdie. Let's go to 18.
Ian Poulter working on a 3 under par round.
We've got 3 of Jack's bunkers on the hill, and he's going to be right of all of those.
It's such a demanding tee shot with the water down the left.
Nobody in the water, though, Jim.
Yeah,
pretty impressive for today.
Yeah. Come down that white kind of that horseshoe with the tree. Right here.
One of the better known caddies out there, Jimmy Johnson. good player, pro golfer. Used to play the South African tour. More my era. Caddy for Nicky Price, Hall of Famer. Steve Stricker, you mentioned before, Frank. Just a 3-wood, Dottie.
I think it's a good play, Ian. It'll keep that ball up off the downslope, but he can still cover the first bunker without even thinking about it.
So got that.
That's really good.
Smart play there. I like that, Nick, laying back to the top of the hill on the flat.
Well, especially in his position, 3 shots in the lead. He just plays smart. It's not. These guys have only got 100 yards in. He's only going to have 150, 160 yards in, so it's not doesn't make that much difference.
Had his 12th win at the Tournament of Champions at the start of the season. Only the 3rd player since 1960 to do so before the age of 27. Jack Nicklaus, of course, was first, and Tiger Woods second, so he's in rarefied air. And one would think, Dottie, that this young man might one day be in a similar conversation the way he's playing at just 23.
Oh my gosh, he has all the tools to make that happen, you bet. And remember, this is really the first time he's seen these golf courses at this time of the year. Well, this place for the first time, and just the second time around for a lot of the other places on the schedule.
Struman also with 3-wood. Oh, just found the heavy stuff. That won't be good.
Disappeared. Got to get it high to that front whole location. He's got serious problems.
Ahead at the green.
It's not often you putt uphill to the front of the green, Ian.
No, that's for sure. This is a really tricky hole location.
It looks like there's absolutely nothing there, and that speaks to the masterclass of Hovland's second.
Yes, that was spectacular. It really was. Disappointing bogey for Sam. Drops back to 11. Victor Hovland, 2018 US amateur champion. Won NCAA team title as well as an individual title. Low amateur at the Masters and the US Open same year. And he feeds it in. Brilliant birdie, Mark.
And all of those courses you reference are very different in design and underfoot conditions, so this game travels, that's for sure.
Yes, I agree. Wonderful driver. Very strong, talented young player. He's the model. These guys hit it so far now. His teammate Wolf is Cameron Wolf is the same, right? Matthew Wolf, excuse me. They make their way back to the 18th tee. It's a long walk back there these days. It's about 70 yards back. 18 fairway.
Yeah, it's difficult every step of the way once you get to the 18th as well. Seifert at 9 under par. A 28-year-old who played at Florida State. So on the team there, like Brooks Koepka, Daniel Berger. Ooh, and that gets swallowed up by the front bunker. Second most difficult hole at Muirfield Village this week to the 16th hole. Sabatini.
Yeah, there's so few birdies on this last 3 holes.
Oh, that was dancing around the cup.
Just missed it here.
Just missed it a hair, he says. He's not kidding.
Correct.
Expected to make it, I guess, Nick. See what Ian can do.
Come out. Stop. Amazing.
didn't go. Yeah. It's a professional guess, some of these lies. Got to learn to read the lies.
You wonder when a guy like Poulter watches what happened last week and seeing the way the Shambo play, just this new style, you know, it's,
yeah.
You get to be on the later stages of your career and you look at it and you say, it's daunting what these kids are doing and the way they're doing it.
Well, when you're at the end of your career, you can't change. But these guys who, you know, they're contemporaries that can't hit it a long way, they've got to be scratching their heads.
Hopland on the 18th tee.
It's such a difficult visual from back here.
So many go this way.
Yeah, big high block. You got in the. Can't pull it. It'll get a kick. And we think that's same as Ian Poulter's spot.
Back to 17.
Ian is as bad as you thought it was.
Yeah, it's not a good lie, Dottie.
7-iron, super thick.
Wow, how's he even get it to carry that far? That's a great shot, really. I mean, he can't stop it, but pretty darn good to carry it that far.
I agree. From that far back, it was almost impossible, really, to keep that on the green.
Yeah.
12 yards, 25 shots to carry.
Avid guitar player is Kevin.
It's a wedge. It is a wedge.
Played in a college band.
Yeah, exactly. You make it good aggressive swing.
Well, Nick, your number was pretty good for guessing, 158.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, for these guys, it's 9-iron.
I like it. Just feel that wind. As long as you got the wind helping, you're fine.
Could even be a bust with a wedge.
It is a wedge.
Yeah.
Trying to land it just on.
Just on would be 153.
Oh, yeah, they can do that easily.
Beautiful smooth backswing, very controlled at the top.
Yeah, good shot, Brian.
Oh, yeah, right on the edge. Look at that. Keeps on the front section. That's perfect, Ian.
Really good shot, Nick.
Yeah.
Ahead to 18.
Seifert.
It's tough. Like your ankles on that angle. That was well played. That was all hands and arms. Had to adapt to that one. Line, yeah, belt line. He's got a serious right hook on him, I bet.
Two.
That's why I'm complimenting him. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything bad. Jeez.
17.
Yes, Jim, a beautiful tee shot here.
It has just snuck onto the downslope. 141 front, 46 total. Pitching wedge.
Oh, trying to hoist it as high as he could and land.